From the moment women rise to the moment we go to bed, there are roles, expectations, and requirements. From having our hair look presentable in the color and style of it, to our eyebrows and eyelashes, to our physique and nails, all of it geared to attract or keep a man. For real? Why did we ever think that was a good idea? Oh yes, we had to. But times have changed. We've entered an era where women can step back and question these expectations. And when we do, what we find is liberating, unwedded bliss. Why women had to. For centuries, women were caught in a system that demanded compliance to gendered beauty standards as part of their value. Here's why. Until the 20th century, many women lacked access to education, careers, or legal autonomy. A good marriage was often the only way to secure financial stability. Looks weren't just about personal expression, they were currency. Societal systems upheld beauty as a measure of a woman's worth. In patriarchal societies, women were often judged and ranked based on their appearance. Investing in beauty, through clothes, makeup, or grooming, became a means to climb the social ladder. Women were taught that their primary role was to please others, particularly men. Media, literature, and advertising perpetuated these ideals, tying a woman's happiness and success to her ability to adhere to prescribed standards of beauty. This system wasn't just individual, it was systemic, designed to keep women in positions of dependence and control. 4B movement could have impact on consumer spending. If the 4B movement, no sex, no marriage, no dating, and no birthing children, were to grow into a widespread phenomenon, the economic consequences could be staggering. Imagine a world where women no longer feel compelled to make purchases aimed at pleasing or attracting men, because men simply aren't a factor in their lives. The ripple effects could disrupt industries from beauty and fashion to dating, weddings, and childcare. Could such a shift, powered by autonomy and defiance of societal norms, destabilize the economy as we know it? It's a thought that raises deeper questions about the foundations of consumer culture and economic dependence on gendered expectations. If this movement gains momentum and transforms into a widespread cultural shift, the economic consequences could be profound. Women, who are significant drivers of consumer spending, might collectively opt out of purchases tied to patriarchal norms and expectations, cosmetics, fashion, and other industries designed to cater to male approval. Imagine a world where women stop dating, marrying, having children, or even engaging with men. Without the pressure to adhere to these roles, women might abandon bras, hair dye, and expensive beauty routines in favor of authenticity and independence. This rebellion, if it grows nationwide, would be more than a personal revolt. It could disrupt the economy on an unprecedented scale, challenging the very systems that thrive on gendered consumption. Of course, the women would then become scapegoats. They would blame the women for any negative consequences. If you grew up in a narcissistic family, you may understand the family dynamics of scapegoat and golden child. In this scenario, the men would become the golden children. Men would be perceived to do no wrong and be viewed favorably by society as a whole, whereas women would serve the role of scapegoat, take the blame for things going wrong. Breakdown of a day of money spent on the patriarchy. Spend a day tracking your expenses and categorize each into essentials, like bills or groceries. Gendered spending. Items tied to societal beauty standards such as makeup or clothing, and discretionary purchases. Add up the gendered spending total and ask yourself, would I still buy this without societal expectations? Reflect on how this money could be redirected toward personal goals or investments. Use this insight to identify unnecessary spending driven by patriarchal influences and explore other options. Stop buying into the marketing. Marketing is a way to create distance between you and your money. Products are a way for companies to create distance between you and your money. Events and social gatherings are a way to possibly separate you from your money. Marketing thrives on creating cognitive dissonance. It makes you question whether what you have is good enough or if you're missing out. By presenting products and services as solutions to problems you didn't know you had, companies entice you to spend money by suggesting you need these items to feel fulfilled, attractive, or successful. This psychological tactic can feel like gaslighting, as it manipulates your perceptions and emotions, making you believe their message is aligned with your desires, even when it's not. This is why it's a good idea to stop watching TV for a while, so you can disconnect from the marketing, the commercials, and the ads to try to make you feel like you are missing out on something so you buy their product. You have to be wiser than their tactics. You have to know what they want, your money, And you have to be able to overcome their gaslighting so you can get what you really want. You have to guard the things that are important to you. Weekend spending on the patriarchy. Think about how you spend your money on the weekend. Look at it from a new perspective. What patriarchal ties do you see? You'd be surprised how much money you spend that you didn't know was tied to your supposed role in society. Are there changes you need or want to make? The other day I saw an 8-in-1 body wash product for women. I was so surprised to see that. Typically that would be in the men's department. No more pink tax items. Men have hobbies, but women are hobby shoppers. Ladies, I know you have 45 conditioners in your bathroom right now. I know you have 15 pairs of shoes you haven't worn in 5 years. Think of how your purchases are tied to the patriarchy and capitalism. Patriarchy's ties to capitalism. The patriarchy and capitalist spending are deeply intertwined, as societal expectations tied to gender roles fuel consumerism. Patriarchy promotes the idea that women must conform to specific beauty standards and domestic roles, creating a perpetual need for products and services marketed as essential for self-worth or acceptance. From cosmetics and clothing to home decor and childcare services, these industries capitalize on women's perceived responsibilities and insecurities. At the same time, patriarchal norms position men as breadwinners, driving spending on status symbols like luxury cars, watches, or suits to affirm their societal role. This cyclical reinforcement of roles ensures constant economic dependency, where spending supports systemic inequalities. Why women spend their money on the home? Women often invest a significant portion of their income in maintaining and enhancing the home, often due to societal expectations that position them as primary caretakers of domestic spaces. This can include spending on decor, cleaning supplies, groceries, and childcare essentials. Such purchases frequently align with patriarchal standards that tie a woman's worth to her ability to create and maintain a perfect home environment, reinforcing traditional gender roles. Why women spend their money on purchases to look good for men. Beauty standards imposed by patriarchal norms drive women to spend extensively on cosmetics, hair care, skincare, and fashionable clothing. These purchases are often framed as necessary to attract or retain male attention, with industries profiting by marketing products as solutions to insecurities. This spending reinforces a cycle where women feel compelled to conform to ever-changing ideals to meet societal expectations of femininity. Why men get to keep their money? Men are often free from societal pressures to spend on appearances or domestic upkeep to the same degree as women. While they may spend on status symbols like technology, vehicles, or career-advancing tools, their purchases are less tied to societal expectations around caretaking or physical presentation. This disparity allows men to retain more disposable income, contributing to the economic gap between genders and further perpetuating patriarchal advantages. Is this why men laugh at women? Did you know some men, consciously or unconsciously, mock women for adhering to societal expectations placed on them? Expectations that often serve to reinforce gender roles and the power structures that benefit men? These expectations may involve spending on beauty, fashion, or domestic responsibilities, areas where women are disproportionately targeted by marketing and social pressure. The laughter, in this case, can be seen as a dismissive response to women's adherence to these roles, which are viewed as silly or unnecessary from the perspective of those who benefit from these structures. It's a subtle form of control where men may laugh not because they find women's efforts inherently humorous, but because they see them as entrenched in an elaborate system designed to maintain a gendered division of labor and power. Once you see this stuff, you cannot unsee it. In patriarchal societies, such behaviors can create a cycle where women are trapped in these roles through both direct expectation and subtle ridicule, making it harder for them to break free from these patterns. This critique often highlights how women are expected to fulfill certain roles, whether as homemakers, caregivers, or figures of beauty, all of which demand financial, emotional, and physical investments. While men, less often subjected to these pressures, may find humor in the struggle. In the context of capitalism, this serves to reinforce patriarchal values while benefiting industries that profit from women's labor and consumption, often leading to gender-based economic disparities. Women are thus encouraged to participate in the system that keeps them in these roles, often unaware of how they are being manipulated or ridiculed by those who uphold the system. Money is power. When we spend our money on useless things, we are giving our power away. When you spend your money on things that don't serve your true needs or values, you're essentially giving away your power by supporting systems that don't benefit you. In the context of patriarchal capitalism, women are often encouraged or pressured into purchasing products and services that reinforce societal expectations of beauty, success, and femininity. These products, many of which are marketed as necessities, can range from cosmetics to trendy clothing, all designed to help women conform to standards set by a male-dominated society. Is this why styles are constantly changing? Spending money on these items can mean that you're diverting resources away from your own autonomy and financial independence. Instead of investing in assets, skills, or opportunities that build your personal empowerment and financial freedom, you're spending on things that do not matter in the long run. This type of consumerism benefits corporations and systems of power while leaving you with less control over your resources and decisions, and less control over your life and future. The key to regaining your power is to become aware of these patterns and start making intentional choices about how you spend your money. Redirecting funds toward things that truly serve your growth, independence, and well-being can help break free from this cycle of consumerism tied to patriarchal expectations. Benefit from not participating will free up women's mental load. Women carry a constant mental load from managing household duties, societal expectations, and beauty standards, all of which demand ongoing decision-making. If women stopped participating in patriarchal consumerism and buying patriarchal artifacts, such as spending on beauty products or clothing designed to appeal to men, they could reclaim time and energy. By eliminating unnecessary rituals, they would reduce stress, freeing up mental space for more meaningful activities, and reducing the cognitive overload that has long been imposed on them. Simplifying these daily decisions would allow women to focus on personal growth and creativity, ultimately enhancing their well-being and sense of empowerment. Ultimately, every purchase we make that aligns with societal beauty and gender expectations isn't just a simple transaction. It's part of a larger system that drives consumerism and reinforces traditional gender roles. By shifting how we spend, women can challenge these norms and potentially redirect money toward things that truly serve their needs and well-being. The impact of this could reach far beyond personal savings, offering a chance to change the way industries operate and reduce the cognitive load placed on women. It's about reclaiming choice, power, and time, and recognizing that we don't have to participate in a system that doesn't benefit us.